Job 13:4, but ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. Kal halal Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai B'Hashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors, the apostle and elders of great millstone, where I learned this truth from. Peace and salutations to brothers on down, teaching, preaching, pushing this gospel. Good news, the four corners of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Greetings also to the few sisters that tune into these video epistles. Hope you're edified, built up by the power of truth that's coming out of this book. It's our book, a holy book for the holy people. Just picked out what we're calling 7 pillars of wickedness. Just bouncing backwards and forwards with chat GPT and putting down some scriptures and getting some ideas. And this is not an exhaustive list. You get another 7, another 7, another 7. His wickedness knows no end. Esau-Edom's grip on the world. It's just, as we say, this list is not exhaustive. Let's get with number 1, the big farmer. We're going to go with his pharmaceutical. That's one of the ways that he's got an iron grip of wickedness on the earth. In Revelation 18:23, and the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. Why? For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. And in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth. This man's wickedness, there's no end of it. You could do a list that has no end. It just goes on. Things that are unimaginable to most people. This man is doing it in wickedness. He actually gets off and seeing people sick. He gets more and more money to keep them sick and addicted to his crazy drugs, and he deceives everyone for profit. Let's get the next one. Hollywood and all his lies, idolatry, and his perverted storytelling. Let's get Psalms. I think we're going to get Psalms 101. Psalms 101. Let's go 3 and 4. And I will set no wicked thing before mine eyes. I hate the work of them that turn aside. It shall not cleave to me. This man has no part right in at his inception. His progenitor Cain was told that the face of the Lord is turned away from him. This is a permanent condition. It cannot be turned back. What about Isaiah? Isaiah 5. I think we're just going to get 20. Woe unto them, destruction unto them that call evil good and good evil. He's got the world turned upside down, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. See, it's crazy. His lies got no end. And all the movies that glorify sin and actually fly in the face of the Most High and mock anything that looks like righteousness with all his iconoclasm, if I can say that word, where he's defaced all of the images that was before him. Next up, number 3, music industry. He uses that to further his mind control. That's what government mean. Mente is mind, government to control. And he uses the music to corrupt. It's all coming out. All the artists are coming out saying, oh, they were instructed what type of music to make, what type of lyrics. They start out meaning well, talking about the ills in society and what have you, and next thing it's all switched up into some crazy robotic, monotonous tune that you can't even work out what on earth is going on. He uses the music to corrupt and turning the songs into spells of lust and rebellion and violence. And what about sports? That's number 4. We're going to get to the Apocrypha here. Apocrypha. Let's get 2nd Maccabees, I think, to begin with. 2nd Maccabees 4. And what about 13? But let's start up. Well, let's set 13 first and then jump up. Now, such was the height of Greek fashions, an increase of heathenish manners, through the exceeding profaneness of Jason, that ungodly wretch. So this is a Hebrew Israelite that switched up the thing and turned to the wickedness of the Greeks. the Edomites who were in rulership at the time, and no high priest, that the priests had no courage to serve anymore at the altar, but despising the temple and neglecting the sacrifices, hastened to be partakers of the unlawful allowances in the place of exercise after the game of discus called them forth. Let's jump up a bit. We're going to jump up. Let's get started at 12. Yeah, for he built Dadley, a place of exercise, under the tower itself, and brought the chief young men under his subjection, and made them wear a hat. You see? So I think this is the first time that this was introduced into the Hebrew Israelite domain, so to speak. Exercise, gymnos. Actually, let's get that in Maccabees. We're going to get Maccabees 1. Maccabees 1, 13. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. Anytime I read it, I always think about this permission to function and these so-called wacky-tacky church with the plantation Christianity, 501c3, and whatever country you're in. Where I am up in Jamaica in the hills here, you can start a church in your garden. There's people in their front yards. You can just build a church, no questions asked. As long as you pay your dues and do whatever it is, you can just start. Everything is okay. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the custom of the heathen. The gymnos means naked. And made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the holy covenant, and joined themselves to the heathen, and were sold to do mischief. See, if you get your Bible, your regular Bible will not have any account of the Greek captivity of the Hebrew Israelites. That is the third major empire. So that was number 4 of this man's 7 pillars of wickedness and his iron grip. What man? Esau-Edom, the so-called white man. And so he's been bribing he's doing it right now. He's bribing all of these sports stars or the teams. He owns all of them. He has all the outcomes fixed before they start. He knows who's going to be the winner. Let's get Wisdom of Solomon 15. 15, we're going to go from 9, I think. Notwithstanding, his care is not that he shall have much labor, nor that his life is short, but striveth to excel goldsmith and silversmith, and endeavoureth to do like the workers in brass, and counted it his glory to make counterfeit things. This man himself is a counterfeit. What man? This white man, he wants to be everybody else but himself. He doesn't want you to know that he's Esau-Edom, the devil that the Bible speaks of. And we're not going to stop saying it. He's a counterfeit. Everything about him is counterfeit. He's not the people. His heart is ashes, and his hope is more vile than the earth. And Job said, this is the vilest man on the earth, and his life of less value than clay. For as much as he knew not his maker, and him that inspired into him an active soul, and breathed a living spirit, but they counted our life a pastime, and our time here a market for gain, you see. So that's all he looks at us. He who, the Esau-Edom, the white man, sees his brother Jacob, the 12 tribes of which we come, our life is just a pastime, and our time here a market for gain. For say they, we must be getting every way, though it be by evil means. He does not care. Wisdom of Solomon, let's make sure we don't miss any of these here. Right. And we see that athletes, they're paid millions, if not billions, and worshipped as if they're gods. So Israel, the Israelite man, especially the tribe of Judah and all the other tribes, they're exploited for entertainment. This is one of those Psalms 137 or 37. They sing us a song. Be the court jester. Sing us one of those songs. Make us happy. Entertain us. We were going to get number 5, I think. Finance. Habakkuk. Could read all of Habakkuk 2 really, but let's jump in at 5 and 6. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine. He's a proud man, no one more proud than Esau-Edom, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell. He spread himself right across the four corners of the earth, military bases all over the place. Is as death and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. It's never enough. Shall not all these take up a parable against him? It's happening now. Look at the news, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe, destruction to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. That word in Hebrew, I back yet, in thick debt. He's got the whole world in debt. Just jump to verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establisheth a city by iniquity. Multiple sins all set up. High level witchcraft. He owns all of the central banks that don't belong inside the countries. They're not owned by the countries where they function. This man owns them. What man? Amalek, the chief tribe of the house of Esau. And so he enslaves the nations with all of his debt. You owe him everything. You can't own. You think you own a house, you've got to be paying some sort of taxes. If not, your house can be taken away. Even though you finished paying for the house, nothing, everything belongs to him. You don't own anything. Just got global debt that he uses to grip the nations. Let's read James 5 and go from 1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered. That's to say, it's all rusted, and the rust of them shall be a witness unto you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Yes, all your bunkers, for example. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud. You work, you don't get paid. Until after this man has collected all kind of interest on your money, then he gives you a percentage, and even then he taxes it and takes all kind of he minuses and debits all kind of stuff from your money. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, the Lord of armies. He's watching. The scripture said his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. You're not going to get away with it. All your riches are moth-eaten. That's number 5 is finance. What about number 6? Business and the food industry, where his stock in trade is to poison everyone. What manner of wickedness is this? Never is there going to be any such wickedness ever again in the earth once this man is done away with. Isaiah 24:5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. This man has switched everything up to suit his own wicked ends. There's no such thing as land Sabbath for him. He just toils the land, he pollutes it, and with his wicked deeds, there's no end. It's on and on and on. Telling you you can eat bugs and all this type of things. Crazy. The cows are farting too much, and the sea's not clean enough. He's doing all kind of stuff. He's polluting the land, air, land, and sea, all poisoned. Ezekiel 4:13, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. So we can't eat, even you think you're eating good food, you're trying your best, even that because the air is polluted. So you can't be in peace, as all of those curses in Deuteronomy 28 from 15 on down. Poison water. Esau feeds death and calls it nutrition. Let's get the last one. Politics and war, of course. Man is continuously at war. Psalm 73, let's go from 6. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. There's no one more proud than this man. Violence covereth them as a garment, and no one more violent than this man. Esau-Edom, remember speaking about the 7 pillars of wickedness. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart, mind could wish. They're corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. With his politics and democracy, demon, crazy, demon rule, demonic rulership. Daniel 7:25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. Who's doing that? And they shall be given into his hand until a time, at times, and the dividing of times around 350 years from 1619 to roughly 1969. When we woke up, was reminded, had our pure minds jogged. Esau's laws that promote the Edomite white supremacy. He's continually at war. It's on and on and on. This man, there's nothing stopping him, or so it would seem. Revelation 6:4 gives an example here. There went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. That's his blessing. Esau-Edom's blessing is the sword, and that's what he's been using to rule the earth. Right now he's threatening and puffing Venezuela, the tribe of Asher. Verse 8 of Revelation 6, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was given unto him over the fourth part of the earth. The fourth part of the earth is the Americas, especially North America, to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. This man knows no end. His wickedness knows no end. And our power in sending his son back, Yahushua, to recompense all of the wickedness we've just touched on. 7. You could get 70 times 7 of this man's pillars of wickedness that he's been using to rule the earth with his sword. 1 hour, just 1 hour, it's going to take Yahushua to destroy America, Babylon the Great. Can't wait, can't wait.